My husband doesn't want me to seek knowledge except through him. What should I do? Similar to what I previously mentioned, and unfortunately it's a widespread problem. And I'll say this, unfortunately it's a reality. Many of our brothers are utterly tyrannical. They're tyrants. And they hide and they mask their tyranny or tyranny in the name of the deen and the sunnah and the hadith. They're bullies and they're tyrants, and they wish to justify it and legitimize it with the Quran and the sunnah. Don't go here because of the Quran and the sunnah. Don't do this because of haram. Don't. Only when it suits him, and only when it makes you more and more subservient and dependent upon everything about him. But the rights of the wife, the responsibilities of the husband, he has to do this. وَعَاشِرُهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ خَيْرُكُمْ خَيْرُكُمْ لِأَهْلِ. None of those hadith or ayat, لَا تُذْكَرُ. They're never ever mentioned. This is a sad reality of many brothers, if not most brothers, but many for sure. And I'm telling you, not off something that I read or not something that I learned. I'm telling you off of life experience. Today, we had a counseling session in the masjid, in America, in Canada, wherever you go. Brothers are tyrannical. And oftentimes they abuse their wives and they take advantage of their wives in the name of the Quran and the Sunnah. Where's the Quran and the Sunnah when it comes to you? And what you're supposed to be doing and the haram things that you do on your phone and in your tablet and the bills that you don't pay. And the list goes on of the mukhalafat shari'ah that you have as a husband and a father. Taqillah. Be mindful and don't satisfy your insecurities under the name of the title of Quran and Sunnah. That's very dangerous, and many brothers, they do this. Beware of that. Allah will ask you on Yawm al-Qiyamah about this woman and about those children. Allah will ask you, what did you do with them? How did you? مَا مِنْ عَبْدٍ يَسْتَرْعِي اللَّهُ رَعِيَّةً ثُمَّ لَمْ يُحْتَ بِنَصِيَّةٍ إِلَّا حَرَمَ عَلَيْهِ الْجَنَّةَ أَوْ كَمَا قَالَ عَلَيْهِ الصَّلَاةُ وَالسَّلَامُ. Any slave who's in charge of a flock, of a herd, and he doesn't give it sincere advice and he isn't transparent with them, Allah will make the paradise forbidden to him. So this is very dangerous, and I'm personally warning brothers from this. The Salaf as-Salih were the best fathers and the best husbands, just like they were the best scholars and the best warriors and those who enjoined the good and forbid the evil. Islam is a total spear. Al-yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati wa raditu lakum al-islam dinan. So that's my advice. As far as if your husband can suffice you with knowledge and he can give you everything that you need, then alhamdulillah. But is that the way of the Salaf as-Salih? Only to learn from one teacher? Only to study with one teacher? Is that madhab as-Salaf? Many of the Salaf as-Salih, they would say, إِذَا أَرَدْتَ أَن تَعْرِفَ خَطَأَ مُعَلِّمِكَ فَجَالِسْ غَيْرَهُ. They would say, it was an iconic statement, if you want to know the errors of your teacher and the shortcomings of your teacher, then sit with someone else. Learn from another teacher and you'll see where people vary. He's good in this, but not good in that. This is what they used to say. Imam Yahya ibn Ma'in, rahimahullah ta'ala, we all know the Imam of the science of al-Jarh wa Ta'deel, the close friend of Imam Ahmed. He would say, and others would say, مَثَلُ الَّذِي لَا يَأْخُذْ إِلَّا مِنْ عَالِمٍ وَاحِدٍ كَمَثَلِ رَجُلٍ لَهُ امْرَأَةٍ. They would say the similitude of a man who only learns from one scholar, one teacher, is like a man who has one wife. إِذَا حَاضَتْ بَقِي. They say when she menstruates, what can he do? That's what they said. If she menstruates, what can he do? He has sexual desires and his wife is menstruating. He's stuck. So they always had the concept of never just sufficing yourself with what? One teacher. That's not the madhab of Salaf. Whether it's husband and wife, only learn from me because I'm jealous. It's a reality. Only learn from me because I need to control what information you're being fed. You may go to the masjid, or you may watch this channel, and you may hear a hadith, which will totally dismantle my oppression in the household. You may be armed with knowledge, and wallahi, Allah is the best of witnesses. A few days ago, there was a sister, one of my students in the United States. She says that when I accepted Islam, it was like this and it was like that when I got married. And she says I was gullible and I was naive and I was controlled and dominated by my spouse. When I started learning and studying and seeking ilm, he couldn't do it anymore. Knowledge is power. And that's why people who have knowledge, they keep it from those they want to remain beneath them. And Allah Azza wa Jalla knows best.